Willpower is predicated on passion. It comes through on intention, the way addiction regiments what was once a reckless search, now just dead weight and weary arms. You spoke to me in tender moments of your abusive past and of lovers who stole your identity, love thieves, because you never did trust again. And now you only find your voice through a completely broken down will, because you were conditioned to respond to beatings and abuse. Defiantly, you began to relish the pop of flesh on flesh. It reverberates more than any weapon and sticks. You began to understand that no weapon hurts quite as much as another person. And how when a human being screams in agony, it doesn't feel like desperation, doesn't bellow from the diaphragm, but somewhere down by the intestines, boiling, bile, projectile pain. It shoots out, scratching the throat like gravel. And by the time you hit the floor, you forget about purpose. And though the floor hits back, just as sure as a fist, you are struck only by how hard you are, because the pain is your own. You own it in completeness. And there, in the pain, you walk through dark alleys on broken glass, because they don't clean those streets too often. And you stop to lift half-burnt cigarettes off the ground, your sensitive fingertips scraping the floor, and then you light the cottony burn of your death. And it is a slow burn. And it is a slow death. And now you smell the smoke clearly because you can't smell the air. And if you stop and listen, you'll hear it. The pop of flesh. The agony of grown children screaming into pillows, being beaten by parents who live on that goddamn street. They live there. And here's something else you won't like listening to. But I don't think you ever meant to get drunk. Just sick and hungover. It's like you don't really like being high. You just don't know how else to crash. See, you only ever fight for the beating. But you don't have to accept it. And you don't have to accept it because you don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept it. I woke you up that morning after you finally collapsed. And I picked you up off the street. Your words were dazed as they adjusted to the light. And you didn't know who I was. And then we sat there for a few tender moments, your soul sore and your skin hanging lifeless off its skeletal frame. And there I saw it in your eyes. Make no mistake, several times I have seen the fear in your eyes. And if that makes you angry, then come at me. But I won't fight back. And I already forgive you. Understand this. When I left you, I had nowhere to go. And it was a beautiful spring day. I found a place in the city where the flowers grow wild, and that means that if you want, you can pick one, because they don't belong to anyone. You see, it turns out that you can be reckless in beauty just as surely as you can be reckless in pain. And there is no stain that can't be washed clean, no demon that can't be sent home. Just tell it to go. Tell them all to go, because you don't have to accept it. And I have seen the smiles of the recklessly beautiful, and they await you, and they want nothing in return. Willpower is predicated on passion. You don't have to understand beauty. You just have to want it. Thank you.